first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Over the middle, complete. That's Osborne. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply nice, sure tackle.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Touchdown! Cousins able to connect with Adam Thielen. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get it. That one's caught. And now the lead moves to 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. And incomplete to open things up.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Well, he can certainly be a big asset in this passing game. He proves it right there. He makes the catch out of the backfield, and then off he goes.
Caught here by Griffin.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 27,
Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just going to run through.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved. Just a
touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Fields trying to throw for it.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put in the end zone, then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score in the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
From the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's got room. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
So how about that for your first carry of the game? Not bad.
How about that and not bad at all? I think you earned yourself a little bit more work, partner, because that's what you want from your number 2 or your number 3 running backs. You want them to come in with the fresh legs, give your team a little jolt, and he did it right there. Best way to lobby for more playing time.
Extra point and go Miles Sanders, and they take the lead here at 7-6.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At the line, prepping for their next drive.
Up ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last.
Because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he had rolled down before he went until he was right up with his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. To the air again, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They snap it to Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now it's Fields. And this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, Fields. He's going to take another shot here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get it.
Sure, that pass was incomplete. They made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Fields now to throw. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. Now Fields. And again back to Kmet. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, it's Fields. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To throw is Fields. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are able to move back in front.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first down at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
17.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
And the Bears will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 17, Fields looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On first and 10, here's Fields. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is in. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success.
Side of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go. That's good for the Miami Dolphins.
Tua now on first down. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
From the 44, Tua. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, and the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook here because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. but no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Down inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. 1st and goal at the 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
On 2nd and goal, Tua. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
It's caught. And it's 8-0. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
So hard to decide what you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And down to the 36-yard line here. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action. Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Jefferson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Cook up the gut. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Play fake. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua sets up to pass it. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They're going for Jefferson downfield. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Okay, right?
Tua, a final shot before half.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did?
And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
And these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level. Defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, The manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off